Shame, 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 shame.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's been a long time coming, but I am now posting on Shame TV. You see it. Don't act like you don't see it. It might take a while for a few people to get in here. I don't have nowhere near the subscribers I got on Derek Jones Talks. Oh man, I really came up here because I wanted to talk about this whole little situation with Polight and this shameful background and how no one knows who you are and where you went to school in particular.
Shame, shame, shame.
And being the fact that no one knows where you went to school, you know, in particular, it makes it very difficult for one to know where you really are. Now, the thing about it is, Polight, as we all know, has screamed Dr. York all this time. He screamed how he's his master teacher, spiritual father, God, and whatever, what have you. This time, we've all heard all this before. What's up, Salima? I'm just now switching on the damn screen. But we've heard all this before from him. We've heard all of this before. We've heard how Malachi Z. York named all your children. How Malachi Z. York gave, did he say that he's giving what's up with I can't stand that master teacher shit. I can't stand it. Cosmic, me and you gonna be real good friends because I can't stand it. I hate when they do it because what you're saying is this person is a know-it-all. This person has mastered being unmasterable, which is to know everything. Like it's impossible. It's impossible. So I don't like that shit either. But if you notice, guys, I'm making a lot of comparisons.
Shame, shame, shame.
Between Dr. Malachi York and Polight. Now one might ask, why are you doing this morning? Excuse me, this early afternoon, Derek Jones Talks. Well, I heard a video from my sister, Tasha Pope. I watched it, I think I watched it late before I went to bed. What's going on? Yes, it is mental slavery, this master teacher stuff. Welcome, Tasha. Y'all give me some likes. There's 5 of us in here. Let's get 5 likes. Let's go like for like for people in here. But yeah, there we go. Keisha Ray said, hit the song up.
Shame, shame, shame.
But yeah, I'm making similar comparisons and showing how similar Dr. Malachi York and Polight are. And I was watching a video that Tasha Pope did the other day. You guys should really go subscribe to her page. It's just called Latasha Pope. You know what I'm saying? So you should really go subscribe. But I wanted to play a little bit for you guys because I found that it very interesting about Malachi York's background.
York has never presented any documented evidence of attending school. York has never presented any documentation of attending high school. York has never presented any evidence of attending the University of Khartoum, Sudan, nor the American University in Egypt.
That's very, very interesting.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Because Polight has never produced any information whatsoever about his birthday, let alone school. This guy's school record is very, 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 very secret. And one of the main reasons, which most of us who are in the know, is because the brother has attached himself to things like schools that are torn down or no longer exist and haven't existed for a while. Then we can't even find people on Facebook that did attend the school who know him.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Am I mistaken? Am my investigation? Has someone else, maybe in the black media, knows?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Maybe they would know where I can find information on the people who went to school with Polight at the high school that he said he did go to school at. Can we get some of those people?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
But I found it very interesting, guys, that Tasha did a video about this. And I'm going to continue to play it so we can hear. But I just found that very interesting, man. It sounds, him and Polight background and their whole situation seem to be mirroring one another. So it led me to do a video saying, hey,
shame, shame.
Is Polight gonna suffer the same fate as Malachi Z. York? Am I wrong to think that, or wrong to say that, or you know what I'm saying? Like, should I not say that? Doesn't that sound legitimate enough? That, hey, this person more than likely is going to suffer the same fate because they're engaging in what seems to be the exact same thing. Right? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You said people are actually scared of Malachi York. I think listening to what Tasha was saying on that video, man, I'm mad her subscriptions are so low. I'm gonna start using more of your videos, Tasha. But it's like those motherfuckers are threatening fucking cops and judges and prosecuting attorneys and shit, which, okay, in a sense, I don't care that black people threaten those people. In a sense, I'm not promoting any terrorism or anything like that. I'm just saying I don't care because they do a lot of harm to our community and they come and they illegally collude with one another and railroad us every day. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, not trying to get somebody to stop being a pedophile and all that shit is not trying to railroad somebody. And these motherfuckers are actually using that the fact that these people are trying to or attempting to stop them from engaging in pedophilia as tearing down that community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think those people signed up for that. Why are you living in a nice little hut living in a nice little crib and everybody else lives in a fucking shack or a hut or some shit. Like a leader is supposed to be the person who will never ask anyone to do anything that he wouldn't do himself or herself. So if I'm a leader of somebody, y'all get my likes up. 7 people, let's get 7 likes. If I'm a leader, and if I ask my son to take out the garbage, I'm willing to take out the garbage as well. I cannot run it like I don't never touch garbage. I can't ask, well, tell my the oldest son, hey, it's time for you to go wash dishes, learn how to wash dishes and help out around here. I can't say that to him if I can't wash it. I'm too good to wash dishes. Like, that shit makes no sense, yo. And whatever he was building, man, whatever, like, if the people felt that it was cool, then I guess that was their fucking business. But the fact of the matter is, fuck all that shit. Just like I said with Polight. How come you was running around Dr. York telling motherfuckers you went here and went there and learned from here and learned from here and all that shit's a lie?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I don't get it, man. And this shit is running rampant out here, man. Like, it's no filter or none of this shit, yo. Nothing whatsoever. No one says anything. You can't get Sarnetta to say a damn thing. Nothing at all about anything that's legitimate and real and worthwhile. So that's out the window. And like I said, and I'll always say here on Derek Jones Talks, in regards to Sarnetta's platform, it is a sinking ship.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You can't get in the black media to do anything because they too busy doing shit like this.
He wanted to talk it out and resolve the issues.
Shame.
So you can't act.
Shame.
You can't, who do you have, man? We all you got. We're all that's left. Well, all that's left for people who just gonna get on their little blog and speak whatever they're gonna speak from the heart, from whatever information that we gathered, and however my God, which is myself and my energy, you know what I'm saying, that resides inside my body. Okay, let's keep it real. If we're gonna keep it real, you say it all the time, then let it be that. Your God, which is you, can only decipher what you put in. So these dudes are putting in energy. They're putting in, positive information. They're putting in historical information about black people, what's going on with black people. And still they choose to do that. That means your energy is negative, and your energy, I ain't gonna use evil and good. I'm gonna say negative. And that's definitely a shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It's like these dudes can do all of this shit, man, and nothing happens. You got Nuwapians supposedly running around threatening people, and Polight is just a new Nuwapian. He's just a spinoff of a Nuwapian. He's no different from anything else. He's no different from having different dynasties in Kemet or having different clans of fucking warriors in Africa, Asia, or wherever. You know what I'm saying? They're all just spin-offs of one another. And Polight is a direct spin-off of Dr. Malachi York. Dr. Malachi York said he had attended certain universities, certain schools, and we have found that that is absolutely not the case whatsoever. Whatsoever, that is not the case. So with that being a reality, we have to apply that to a person who is the most popular person other than your son currently, who runs around and uses your name, your likeness, your everything. Regurgitates everything that you tell him. That's Polight.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That's Polight. So you have to look at it like Dr. Malachi York is where he's going to end up, is because he's patterning patterning himself right after it. He's patterned himself in a mold, in a new age mold. You know, York came up in the, when I'm, he's old enough to be my fucking grandfather, more than likely. So or father, more than probably older than my parents were. So he came up in that time, you know what I'm saying? Where in an earlier time, not no social media and things like that, but newspapers and the news, quote unquote, I'm using air quotes, was beginning to become popular. So that becoming popular, that rising up, you know what I'm saying? He got some exposure, but not like Polight can get now. The exposure Polight has access to is immense, you know? And then when you have Frankie Stein, who feels that he can make a buck off of you saying whatever and people gravitate to you, and it doesn't matter because y'all in this together and he gonna edit the videos, so whatever go wrong, he gonna fix that shit, so don't even worry about it. That type mentality, you got that type of shit popping off, then the sky's the limits. Sky's the limits. But the point is, are you going to suffer the same fate? At a certain point in the time, Malachi Z. York, for him, the sky was the limit. Right now, in this current dispensation of time that we're living in, it's not. But at one time, man, it was for him. He was the man. He was popping. He had his own city, which was one of my dreams and goals. Also, just to share my true feelings about myself, and you know what I'm saying. Like that was one of my dreams, just to buy like 2 or 3 islands that were close right by each other, and like we could build bridges and we'll travel by boat and that type shit and all that bullshit. Like I really was fucking. Well, you can see I'm an artist, so I have an imagination and I dream big. I think big when it comes to things of that nature. So I felt that way, but that's not gonna, just like that brother said in the video, that's not gonna make an excuse for the evil that you do. You can't turn around and build a city and do something extra righteous and positive and then playing with little kids' balls and shit.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Like what kind of weird ass shit is that? It makes no sense to me. But I digress as usual. That's how I am. You guys should know it by now. We'll continue.
Progress report. Now, I have never seen this when you put this one up yesterday. York has never presented any documented evidence of attending school.
Just like who?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Mr. Scambata.
York has never presented any documentation of attending high school. York has never.
Just like who?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Never presented any evidence of attending the University of Khartoum, Sudan, nor the American University in Egypt. His peculiar omission of evidence regarding his education, a topic he initiated, speaks volumes.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And the most important part about that was what she said is where I paused. A topic that he initiated. So you throw yourself out there. You threw out information in the world. Because again, at the time, who the fuck is going to pick up their cell phone and go look this shit up? So he was able to play off all that bullshit. And the fact that he was articulate, illiterate, people felt that, hey, this brother must have gone to some university. Blah, 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 blah.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Just like who? Polight must have and could have easily written all these books and done all these things. Look how articulate he is. And He's literate. And he says things like nomenclature in its inception and its conception. And he is the revolution and the evolution of the revolution. He must be, surely he must be intelligent.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Surely he must be for the people.
He's mentioned many times in the past to have attended high school and achieved 2 overseas university doctorates.
That's a lot, Dr. York. For another person who's also done a stretch in the penitentiary, I heard before. I'm not, don't quote me on that.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It's cool. Just like the Nishu, just like him, Salima. Like everything in his fiber screams New Age York. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, y'all, some of y'all might be old, may not be old enough, but some of you may be old enough to know who Bobby Brown was. Okay? Like Bobby Brown grew up the street from me in Roxbury. I grew up in Dorchester, in Boston. So anyway, y'all know how big Bobby Brown was back then. Like these kids nowadays don't get it and may not understand it, but y'all know that back in the early 90s, nigga, and basically in the 90s, yo, Bobby Brown was that nigga. Like he was just as big as Chris Brown is now, and bigger. So if you look at it, and then you look at their ways, you know what I'm saying? Not saying Chris Brown is using hard drugs or anything like that. I'm not trying to implicate him in that or say anything like that. I'm just saying the way that they are. He's a new age Bobby Brown. You know what I'm saying? He's the new age Bobby Brown. Yo, Bobby Brown only sung in one tone. Chris Brown only sings in one tone. Even though his songs are popular and shit, you don't see Chris Brown switching a soprano and shit. Like he doesn't do that. Like Bobby Brown didn't either. Like he was just him. They was that dude. So if you look at him, you look at one back in the 90s, boom, fast forward to now, boom, that if you look at Bobby Brown, he would be Chris Brown now. A new age Bobby Brown. So if you look at Dr. Malachi Z. York back then, and you look at now, if Malachi Z. York grew up as Polight in this day and age, he would be Polight. He would be Polight all day, all day, all day, every fucking day. Ain't nobody gonna convince me of anything different.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What's up, Chief of Brave? What the is up? Welcome, welcome. I told you I was gonna start doing this shit on this channel because we gotta compete with in the black media on this channel because they can't fuck with Derrick Jones Talks. Derrick Jones Talks is on his way to the sky, to the stars. They can't fuck with that one. But I started doing this because this page right now, we want to keep pace with in the black media a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I put it up a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now, and I haven't been posting to it. And so we want to keep pace because we don't want too much more of this.
Lord have mercy.
Let them have it, Kev.
You look like the fraud. You look like the one that's going to get exposed soon. Videos don't be coming out.
Shame.
Anonymous
Shame.
videos.
Shame.
So we don't need any more of that shit. We don't need much more of that. So we're going to push this page. Let me get a couple more likes for the people who just got in. We're going to try to keep pace on the likes today on this quick little episode of Malachi York and Polight have spooky pasts. I wonder if they'll share the same fate. Here on Shame TV's Watch. So getting back to it.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
We've already played a clip from Sister Latasha Pope. Go subscribe. YouTube, Latasha Pope. Please go subscribe. I'll open another tab right now, guys, if you can. If you don't mind, it'll only take a second. Latasha Pope YouTube. Type in and subscribe. I'll put a link next time on the front of this page for it. But anyway, I was listening to the video I just played, and it was going into how Dr. Malachi York has a shaky past. And I'm just going to play a tiny bit more of it for the people who just got in the chat, and I'm going to go back a tiny bit right here. Now let's go back a little bit more, because this guy is mirroring another person we know.
Progress report. Now, I have never seen this. When he put this one up yesterday. York has never presented any documented evidence of attending school. York has never presented any documentation of attending high school. York has never presented any evidence of attending the University of Khartoum, Sudan, nor the American University in Egypt. His peculiar omission of evidence regarding his education, the topic he initiated, speaks volumes.
Just like someone else.
In the past, have attended high school and achieved 2 overseas university doctorates. However, no such evidence exists because York has a long history of fabrication, stretching the truth outright or outright lies. His education, too, is one of those lies. The following is from the pre-sentencing investigation report, and page 46 addresses his education.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So just like his, what would you call that? His mini-me. Polight, Scambata. Polight is accumulating many names, because now y'all know we got to stick cavity in there.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So now we have cavity, aka Amna Wanre, also known as Michael Note to PayPal. Hold on, guys. Accumulating a lot of fucking names. So many that we're generally running out of fucking memory space of actually remembering these shits. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know, man. When I went in, I think it might be that chair too. Because when I made sure I took them away from me. You want that?
Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
Looking here, the cigarette.
Shame.
Box. Right. Anyways. That's it though, guys. I was about to close out. I wasn't keeping you long. Just wanted to throw that up. We'll be going tonight. I don't know what time Kev's actually doing his. So let me find out, and I'll let you guys know then. And I'll go ahead and post it. But like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, go to the other page and do the same thing if you haven't. Derek Jones Talks. And I'm going to get back with you guys in a little bit. Peace.
Shame. Shame. Shame.